Hello and welcome to our calming evening of 10 uninterrupted games of Magic the Gathering featuring Sephiroth+Felothar, the deck. And we're going to start by mulliganing because we don't have any turn 1 plays. And we've got a Godless Shrine, we've got a Bleachbone Verge, we've got no green, but we have nothing that requires green, so we're going to keep this. I think we're going to ship back the Infestation Sage. And we're just going to hope that we draw into some good stuff. Always good to double check what your verges create. I'm pretty sure 2 of them create green and 1 of them creates black. Ooh. Playing against a artifacts deck. Now we're not going to be doing anything particularly aggressive this turn, so I'm happy to just play a tapped Godless Shrine and take the 2 life. If the server ever decides to acknowledge what I've done. Yep, and next time we're going to go Sephiroth, and then we're going to Dusk Rose it. So, we definitely want to Dusk Rose that. We can't if we... Well, that's upsetting, because I can't go Sephiroth and sack this, and play this using the treasure and then sack, because I'd have to sack Sephiroth. Well, I guess we're going to slow roll this a little bit more, and we're just gonna... Don't need a land. Really don't need a land. But we will get rid of that. I'm glad that we got rid of that, because dealing with 2 of those would have been a problem. Okay. I'm going to go Sephiroth, because I want the card draw more than I want anything else. That's very frustrating. I'm sorry, they had 3 of those in their opening hand. Okay. At this point, I feel like I just sack the Dusk Rose Reliquary and let them have all 3 and see if I can play around it. We're going to see if we can make it through this many Simulacrum synthesizers just naturally drawn. Breathe. Variance is part of Magic. Attacking with a 7/7. Okay. I guess we're just going to take that. And I draw another land, because that's how the universe wants things to be today. Now, if my opponent taps down the Felothar, they can then tap down another creature, and they have guaranteed lethal. You know, I want to say that that's the fault of my deck for not being competitive, but it really doesn't feel that way. We're off to a good start. At least there's always plenty of people on late at night. Two lands, no turn one play. I might have kept this as a 6, because then I could ship one of those back, but nope. No turn one play, but green, black. We can't play the Dusk Reliquary, but we can at least play a turn 2 Vinereap Mentor, followed by a turn 3 Vinereap Mentor. Can't hold up anything after it though. Gonna keep this, I guess. I guess we ship back, or because we have to draw another land anyway. So we got black, green. This feels risky. Uh-oh. Well, I should have shipped this back. Okay. And they've got removal. Oh, they're playing our deck. Well, okay then. Oh, interesting. Huh. If I kill the token, they can't get it back at the end of their turn. I can't Dusk Rose it, though, is the problem. I want them to keep digging themselves down with Cecil, and then I can deal with it later. And I don't particularly want to deal with a knight that way. So I think I'm happy with that trade. Well, happy's a strong word. That one's green. Okay. I think we have to pay the 2 life. We have to aggressively use the cards that we have in hand, which is lots of these. Sure. You can't make me lose the actual card that I care about. But now you know that you're playing into it. Yep. Okay. So it's a Skeleton's Tribal deck. I mean, I respect it. Now if I block the Forsaken Miner, there's less of a chance that you have just a straight up okay. That's possibly the perfect card for us to rip off the top. Well, if they have a crime, they can get a hasty Forsaken Miner back. They don't have a hasty. Okay, we're good. Cool, cool, cool. So here, we absolutely take this trade. Because this lets us boost this even higher. We finally have a use for all of our tokens. Ooh. Okay, 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 okay. Hmm. Okay, what we really, really want them to trade the Kasi Revenant, because then it's a smaller creature. Sephiroth, please, I'm begging you. Eat the food. Eat the food. Yeah. Now, interestingly, they are threatened by the fact that, oh, they can put flying on that. Okay. Yep. Yeah, are they going to attack with this? Because that puts them on 7. That puts me on 1. Doesn't do lethal. That feels incorrect. 6, 7. And then I kill you, right? If I use him early, I need to attack, get all my stuff, and if that's not enough, which I'm pretty sure it is, then I get one more hit with him. 7, 10, 13. Yeah, it's enough. Didn't need to stress. Easy. Easy. Never sweating. Love it. We got a turn 1 play, we got a turn 2 play, we got a turn... Maybe we have a turn 3 play. There is a small chance that we have a turn 3 play. But I mean, turn 1 Freebooter into turn 2 Spiteful Hexmage is pretty good. Forest... Oh, that's always green, though. And then that's... Look, I'm just making sure that I don't lock myself out of playing Felothar next turn. That would be bad. And now I can sacrifice the Cursed Roll to Felothar. They have a counter spell. I have to play around it. Oh, it pains me. I want to do the turn 3 Felothar. Well, I passed priority and they got it. So they have something in their hand. I'm going to assume that it's counter magic, and I'm just going to pass. They had to consult the start charts. Man, if if I got bluffed out by a Consult the Star Charts, that's not a good start to this standard season. Three mana? No. Yes. 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 Do we hold up the Not Dead after all, or do we... Yeah, we hold up the Not Dead after all in case they untap and, like, Day of Judgment us. Or they have a Get Lost, in which case we laugh. We laugh so hard. Day of Judgment. What? Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. God damn it. I'm just gonna put this here and we're gonna... Oh my... We're learning together, friends. Who is responsible for this deck? Who is responsible for this deck? Sam's going to be delighted. I'm just going to get the third bead out. Have you started book 2? I have. I've been reading The Traitor Queen. My wife got me onto the Bridge Kingdom. I enjoy it very much. It's very straightforward as book series go. Oh my god, they're still going. What do they think I'm gonna do after they pass the turn? They got quests to complete. Why are you holding priority? It's your end step. Please just let me pass the turn so you can kill me. Oh, because you have to discard stuff. Land for turn. Omniscience was a mistake. Unbelievable. Oh, station lands in coma. Oh my god. That's not what I want to be doing with my Friday night. Turn 1/1/1 Spiteful Hexmage into not a guaranteed Vinereap Mentor is not a hand that I want to keep. That's not better, because there's no black. This is the risks that you take in playing a 3-color deck. Sometimes you mull to 5, and you just keep whatever's in that hand. We're at 3 lands. Okay, I reckon we get rid of this. We're gonna go for a perfect, like, 1, 2, 3, which is gonna require us to go Godless Shrine turn 1, turn 2 Hushwood Verge, because it's green and black, and then any land should get us Felothar. And look, if turn 3 Felothar, 2 creatures in play, 3 creatures in play because we sack the food token. Perfect. I have 0 complaints. Let's both do our crazy stuff. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. And I can chump block with the Infestation Sage if I need to. Okay, okay. You know, this is what I get for putting this on the bottom of my library. We're gonna be okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is why in my video I talked about 2 playsets of removal, so that when you put one on the bottom of your deck, you're not like, I have a 3 in 50 chance of making it out of this alive. Okay, I'm not blocking with any of these creatures, so I guess I'm going to try and get you to trade at least a card for this. Yeah, you got a Snake Skin Veil. Yeah. If I was convinced I was going to survive the turn, I would be glad to see that. 6, 12, 13, 26, 18, 20, 24. I'm not sitting here. I sat through the Omniscience player as a bit. I am not sitting through getting 26'd. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll look at the amount of control in the deck. Okay. Okay. Maybe Servondum needs to go. Maybe we need Carrot Cake Servondum to be anything else. It's less reason to run dedicated black, dedicated white at least. Maybe... Is there removal that generates value off the top of my head? I don't hate Grim Bauble as much as it mostly is going to miss a lot of stuff. See, Duskrose Reliquary has been really, really, really good, and I kind of feel like we need to keep it. But I do like Grim Bauble. I can't use the artifact, the knife that lets you sacrifice, because too many of these decks are running backup creatures. Case of the Stashed Skeleton. I was playing that. I could play that instead of Carrot Cake. Let's give that a go. Because that, if we sack the creature, like, all we have to do is lose the skeleton, and then we can pay 2 mana and we can search out a Duskrose Reliquary. And we're assuming that we will have removal. Things to feed the Duskrose Reliquary, I mean. Oh. All of these beautiful nowhere to run. It's an enchantment. Very, very annoying. And I mean, this makes a creature, so at least Sephiroth can sack for it, but Felothar doesn't care. I think Servondum's got to go. I think the times that I've been doing well with Servondum, I think it's been a case of win more. I think we got to get rid of 2 of those. And now the question is, do we get Grim Bauble, or do we get nowhere to run? Let's go type artifact. Enters. Bauble. See, Tithing Blade is the thing, is that I don't want that. This being 3 mana is really disappointing. So these are almost always green, which is frustrating. Feels terrible. This feels terrible. This feels terrible. This feels terrible. I don't like this. But, like, getting blown out like that's so frustrating. Okay, okay. Is this a turn? So this is always green, white, and then black. Turn 1 this, turn 2 this, turn 3 Felothar, and I can bail out into a Duskrose Reliquary if I need to. Fantastic! See, the deck works. Everything is fine. There's no issue. Green. Vinereap Mentor. Perfect. Look at this. I'd really like to beat a real opponent. There we go. Thank you. Oh, thank God. Yes. Okay. 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 Now if they deal with the Felothar, I still have 6 power on board. I love that. I love that so much. That because I want the black. If we attack with all of these, so we'll sack the Infestation Sage, get a creature, replace our 2/2 with a flying 2/2. Whatever gets blocked, we're not dead after all. And then we sacrifice our Wicked Roll token for +3/+3 to the board. It works. It works. It works. I don't know how many beads are actually in this thing. I'm assuming that there's enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Never doubted. Never doubted. I was having this moment just now of thinking to myself, you know, I could have been making this deck pre-rotation, but actually pre-rotation this deck wouldn't have had the Godless Shrine, which actually is one of the reasons I can get away with these. So I've got black, green. I guess it's 3 mana. I guess I go 1, 2, 3. And I might be able to switch on Felothar at some point. That'd be nice. Black. I guess I don't need to go turn 1 Grimbobble. But I can if I want. Who are we up against? Another blue-black. Cool. Case of the stash. Normal go-ahead stuff. Yeah. They're like, oh no, I must duress them and take their Grimbobble. Don't play duress, kids. Play intimidation tactics. Is that the card? Yeah, it is. Ooh. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. Oh, it's that one. Are you like Rats Tribal? So, I can Felothar this turn if I want to. I actually think I'm going to Sephiroth just to draw the card. I could have attacked because the suspect has menace. So annoying. Oh well. Next turn, Freebooter Felothar. You know, or Grimbobble Felothar, you know. Wait, when does he lose all abilities until? Until your next turn. Okay, gross. Okay, I guess we're doing the thing that I mentioned, where I go Freebooter, crack the case for removal. He still doesn't have any abilities. That makes me very sad. I don't need another land, so I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to get rid of the Unstoppable Slasher that might turn around and kill me. I'm definitely a little upset by the fact that that switches him off forever. Grimbauble really not looking super hot right now. Unfortunately, I cannot sacrifice the Sephiroth to the Sephiroth. Yeah, I think the Grimbauble's got to go. That's bad news for Grimbauble. Case was good. I think we'll keep that. Yeah. And then we're going to attack with Sephiroth. Because I want to trade for your 4-3. Okay. I guess pass the turn. It's always nice to get immediate feedback on a card. I don't know about... Case of the... So, here's the thing. Case of the Stashed Skeleton was good. But why? Ah.
Take a break, will ya?
Okay. I feel like I'm being mocked. Okay. I feel like what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go attack with Sephiroth into Kaito. See what you think about that. Interesting. Okay. Hexmage into Sephiroth. Do we just crack this Felothar? This feels awful, but we do have a second Felothar in hand to make it more palatable. That is better. Do we play the... I feel like we got to play the Vinereap Mentor because we got to hold up the 3 power worth of blocking. Now we have 3 creatures that can block the Beastbinder. Wait, none of them can block the Beastbinder. 2 or greater. Read the cards, Michael. I still can't block the Beastbinder. Okay. Okay. This card is better than I thought it was in Standard. Okay. 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 Yep. And he switches off Sephiroth. And then I can't block, and you get to draw a card. Okay, okay, okay. If this were a case, I would have dealt with this already by now. Yep. Okay. Do we have an out here? I think as long as Sephiroth is switched off, we don't have an out. Because I can go Felothar, I can sack a Fu, I can do this incredible stuff. And then... all attack your face. And maybe I get to Grimbauble something. Probably just Aklazotz though, and then it gets flipped immediately back over because I have no cards in hand. Yep. Mm-hmm. 4 mana, flip. Yeah, that's Aklazots for you. And then a Preacher of the Schism. Yeah, this has got to go. That's so bad. Woof. Yeah, good game.
You're not going anywhere.
Woof. Okay. Okay. We learned a lot. I like a game where we get beaten slowly, and so we're able to learn. Okay. Grim Baubles. Out. We're gonna try just 2 more Case of the Stash Skeleton, because I like Demonic Tutor as a card. And I have no issues paying 2 mana for 2 rectangles if I get to decide what some of those rectangles are. That's 3 white mana. Fine. Black. Infestation Sage. At least we have turn 2 removal. I don't feel like I'm supposed to spend my removal on that. I feel like I'm supposed to save it for the fear of missing out. You did just mill 2 card types. I swear to God, if you mill 2 more card types, it'd have to be... You got land. Of course you did. So you've got an Treacher Enchantment, land... So you would need instant, sorcery, artifact, planeswalker. It should be harder for you to get your 4th, but you could also play any card. Okay. We're both just staring each other down. I'm waiting for my Greenland or any of my cards that do stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. We should probably remove the Fenrir, though. This is my fault for not running enough green sources. The fact that they still haven't hit 4 is a blessing. Such a blessing. I would like a Sephiroth so badly, please. Please, I'm begging for a Sephiroth. But I assume they're sitting... Oh my. I am being mocked. I thought it just couldn't attack. I forgot that it couldn't block until I checked just now. You know what? Let's actually check my work, because that probably will tell me. How many colored sources do I need? Oh, we got the 4. When did we get the 4? Oh, they cast that, and it went over there instead. That is going to be a problem. One C, I need 14 sources. Okay. Well, we can fix that later. It's so frustrating to be stuck in a game and being like, this was my own fault for building my deck wrong. I merely had not been punished up to this point. I don't know that I have a good answer for that. I'm just going to take the 9. If I don't draw... I don't know what I would be drawing at this stage. I mean, it's green, but I don't know that it's big enough to matter. I feel like I still die. I do, in fact, still die. Alright, alright. That's fine. We take lessons. Look, you can't say no when you lose. They're asking me because I've played 7 straight games, and they're like, are you still having fun? Are you certain? And I'm like, well, I mean, one of those games was a turn 4 omniscience cheat, so I don't really count that game. I didn't play very much. Okay. What can I do? This is the problem, is that I really want there to be more of these beautiful typed lands, but they're just not. I guess I go with these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then do we just go... Because then I have 12 sources of green. And then I can go... I already have 12 sources of white. I need 15 sources of white and 15 sources of black. So 12, 13, 14. Black I have 16, 17, 18. So green-white lands? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing here? I guess. Surely these are meant to be swamps, though. Oh, this is so weird. Oh, this is so weird. Building lands is hard. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Calm. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. We love a turn 3 Felothar. I think all of the turn 3 Felothars that I'm getting are really colouring my opinion of how good this deck is. Gerblins? That feels like a trade I should take. Feel like trading that for even just for the scry is good. Wait. And then next, and then I would Spiteful Hexmage into Vinereap Mentor, and then next turn. Yes, we'll keep that. And then I'm going to put the Cursed Roll token on the creature that wants to die. Please let me die. My opponent goes, maybe attacking into their creature that is clearly labeled as an acceleration tool if it dies was a bad idea. Huh. And now I go Verge. Sacrifice the Cursed Roll token. Attack with my 2 4/3s. On turn 3. Seems good. Thank you for attacking with your Firebrand. Oh my god. And next turn I can go Hexmage, sack the Cursed Roll token. My god. Yeah. What is a fair... This is like king of the fair decks. I mean, look, this Pinnacle Star Cage does hose this real bad. Which will be a thing that happens. But while it's not happening, and while Mono Red is like running Razorkin Needlehead and Firebrand. It's upsetting to me that people didn't figure out Mono Red in the however long we had. Truly, this feels unfair. Cool. Reliquary. Sacrificing a food to remove... I guess the House Squad Heavy. And we attack for 15 on turn 4. It's wild that I can't... My brain can't process this as, like, good. Because I'm like, this is just upside. I'm just Magical Christmas Landing. And it's like, Michael, you're playing Spiteful Hexmages and then sacrificing the Cursed Roll tokens to Felothar and turning your 1 mana 3/2 into a 1 mana 4/3 and also an additional power and toughness on Felothar. Like, that's good. You're allowed to think that's good. You're allowed to be like, oh my god, when Sam sees this, he's going to flip out. Felothar is real. Okay. Verge, Verge, Verge. Black. Green, green. Yeah. Ooh! We'll do this one so we have the white in play. Verge math is so weird. So if I wanted, I could go Dusk as well. can Reliquary away their Simulacrum synthesizer when it comes. Or their Pinnacle. Okay. If we're assuming some amount of Pinnacleness, if they were Pinnacling, surely they would have just done it. You know what? Let's just go Felothar. It doesn't matter. It's going to get counterspelled. Sack the enchantment. Are they just holding up the Cryogen Relic? 5 damage, turn 3. Nothing. They didn't even sack the Cryogen Relic. They just jammed the United Battlefront. I have a plan for that. Whatever you pull off the top, I can Reliquary away. Yeah, because the Perilous Negos. I guess we get rid of the synthesizer. As much as I really don't want to, but fine. Okay, Freebooter Felothar. Sack the Freebooter. Get a treasure. Spend the treasure to... Alright, let's go... I want the last thing I do to be this, right? Boom, boom. Well, the last thing I do, I want to be... Because I'm trying to get the maximum, like, what's the best last thing? This. Sacking you. Remember, this has Menace. I don't know that I want that. Remove that. Play Felothar. Which I have to use the treasure for. So, Infestation Sage. Play Felothar. Sack the Infestation Sage. Gets me the best outcome. Yes. Because I could have done Freebooter, sack the Freebooter, get a treasure. But this gets me a flying 2-2. And next turn, if Felothar's still on board, I'll Freebooter, sack the Freebooter to the attack trigger. I was just waiting for Ultima. Ah, so frustrating. Ah, getting interacted with is the worst. Ah. I'm still amazed they didn't Cryogen Relic turn 2. I feel like that was a waste. Okay, yeah, and the Infinity's good, and I take 6. Okay. I'm glad I don't have a land on top. Losing both of my Felothars is so hard. Okay. I can get through 2 damage. Or 4 damage. Let's see what happens. Because Menace. I'm fine with that. If I get to keep the 4 power Menace creature, that's better than the 2 power flying creature. What's that do? Discard a card, look at the top X cards in your library where X is the number of artifacts you control. So 1, 2, 3, a million. Put one of those cards in your hand. Okay. So look at 6 cards. Okay, that's pretty good. Then they're playing Ulthros, Uthros, which feels bad. Another memory for sure. Yeah, and I want to chump block here because it gives me a scry. Cool, thank you. Yep, we just drew a card. My turn. Spiteful Hexmage. So I can trade this for one Memory Guardian. Oh, I meant to put it in the Vinereap Mentor. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. We have to hope that they die to food math. That's our out, is that they don't account for the fact that we have a food up. And that we're secretly on 17, because they're attacking for 16 right now. Oh no. They figured out the assimilation Aegis. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's a real problem. Okay. Wait. I don't get my Felothar back if I trade for their Felothar. Pass the turn? Yeah, because I just take 10. I'm not going to block those. I think I'd rather the rectangle than the 3 life. I don't think the 3 life's going to matter. A perilous now. Okay, okay, okay. And that's going to get rid of the skeleton. I mean, it could also get rid of the Dusk Reliquary. Yeah. Devastating. Well... Look, targeted removal into targeted removal of my 2 tentpole cards. I feel like that's the exact thing that that deck is meant to mess with. So I guess we're not king of the fair decks. I guess Simulacrum Synthesizer decks or United Battlefront decks remain on top. Final game. Let's make it good. Okay, no sack outlets. Plenty of lands. We got 1 Surveil land. We got a Godless Shrine. Okay. Let's put down a Surveil land. Let's get rid of that, because it's not a sack outlet. This tells me that we're facing the same deck. It's the same deck. Let's put 2 creatures on the board. So we've got green, black. Let's see if the same thing gets us there this time. I have... Okay. Strap in, folks. White mana. Activate if you control a plains or a swamp. This is a swamp. Felothar. I don't get to attack for 4 or whatever. I get to attack for 2. We drew into Felothar. This is a good thing. Not a land, please. Okay. My thoughts are attack with everything, sack the Freebooter because there's no point keeping it. We keep the Sephiroth. We pray that our opponent doesn't have a Perilous Snare in hand, a card that their deck is entirely based around getting to. And just account for the fact that they're going to United Battlefront and get 4 tokens this turn. They don't have a 4th land. Oh my god. Okay. 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 We have to chump block our way to victory. Which means I'm glad we kept the Sephiroth. They're holding priority like they have a card in their hand that they can play. Do they have a land? Okay. So. We attack with both of the... Wait. If we attack with both of these and then sack that. We're only trading for one of those. We can't be trading for tokens at this stage. We can't. And then we sack this, because it makes this bigger. And then we can go skeleton. And we can attack for 4. Okay, okay, okay. We have... Oh my god. Oh my god. If they do anything... They have the 4 mana, and they have the white, so they can unite a Battlefront. So they're going to get 4 tokens. No! I can hear everything. And I die. Oh. I am happy for all the Simulacrum Synthesizer players that your deck is now a real deck. Is there anything in the deck that you couldn't have been doing before? Or is it just that mono red is weaker? It's just that mono red is weaker and you're not being preyed. Okay. I need to sit down and just bang out a bunch of games of mono red. Well, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. Comment down below what the total power my opponent had on board at the end there. Just, you know, for proof. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.